Yankel?
Yes.
Can I serve you soup?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, you want soup? I'll get you some soup. Oh, let me light the candle.
In Bondi, matriarch Toby Leader hosts a family get-together.
Thank you, I appreciate it. That's for Rifki. Can you do the next one?
Toby is mother to 14 children, grandmother to 38, and is celebrating another milestone.
Happy birthday. Wow, isn't that nice? They remembered my birthday.
But this isn't the only household Toby's had a hand in. For 40 years, Toby has held a vital role in her community as one of the leading shidduchs, or matchmakers.
Oh, I love you both. Thank you so much.
Toby's work has seen more than 100 couples marry who have made over 400 children. For Toby, matchmaking is much more than dating. It's about ensuring her community thrives.
Thank you, everybody. Being a matchmaker, I personally made about 5 of my own children's marriages. The beginning of the actual Torah, the very beginning, it says, be fruitful and multiply. That's one of the commandments for the Jewish people. So that's our mission, getting married and having children, and as many as we're able.
Tonight, Toby's brought together a unique group of Jewish women for an important ritual.
Hi. Thank you so much for coming. You see, one of the Jewish laws is that until we need to get married, boys and girls don't mingle. So how are they going to get together? So we use a matchmaker.
Thank you.
We have notebooks with boys, girls, and we look at each one. There are people that called us and asked us, do you have somebody for my daughter? Do you have somebody for my daughter? Do you have somebody for my son? And we look at all possibilities. We say, try this one.
This shidduch meeting is where Jewish matchmakers who operate in different circles come together to share their singles.
Here's a girl from Sydney that somebody could make use of.
Yes. No. It's very, very wealthy and it's also very perfect. I'm giving you. She said no. Okay, I guess.
Their efforts tonight play a crucial role in seeing the Jewish culture continue through to the next generation.
With our heads together, we put all our heads together, we should get at least somebody married from tonight.
Alongside the expertise in the room, Toby sees matchmaking as a way to serve God.
I'm telling you that God is my partner. He's my partner. Who could wish for a better boss and partner than God? Because he puts the ideas in my head. I literally saw it.
This girl who's the gem of a gem of a gem will not go for less than 5'9".
11.
She's 5'11".
11.
Really? I compromised her to 5'9". You said this one.
The women coming together tonight are going to merit a special blessing from God for making the effort, you know, caring about another fellow Jew.
What about the doctor's daughter?
She's too posh.
She'd be perfect for this guy.
I want to talk about this at some point, this international one, because he would date he's in New York, but he would date a Sydney girl and he would possibly live in Sydney.
This one.
So I think she's a little too loud for him and boisterous.
Hello. Please try. Who? That person that Sippy suggested.
Toby seizes the moment to pitch one of her singles, hoping someone else in the room might have a potential match.
I have a young girl that I've only once seen her picture in this WhatsApp group. All I know is her name is Becky, and she's coming to be interviewed. So I'm going to meet her in person. I have no idea who she is. No idea.
Hi, Lulu. Hi, Mum. Hi, sweetie. Right, do you want to go for it?
Yeah.
Let's go. My name's Becky, and I'm 30. I am a doctor, and I'm training to become a paediatrician. So I'm Jewish. I think it is very important to marry within the community. Being a Jewish woman, even if I do marry a non-Jew, my children will still be Jewish, and that's important to me. But I do want to raise them Jewish, and I feel that would be easier with a Jewish partner.
Anything new with your friends?
No.
Not really. They're all boring and married.
Yes, I know that.
Not having gone to a Jewish school, as an outsider, I found it a little bit cliquey. It's quite hard to break into those circles. And I think, that's one of the reasons it's quite hard to find a Jewish partner as well.
Online dating apps haven't simplified the process for Becky either.
JSwipe's like the Jewish dating app. There's just not that many people on it. I find a lot of people are very quick to judge. People are very much like, oh, I didn't feel we clicked after an hour. And I'm like, how do you know? Like, sometimes it takes me an hour to decide what to eat for dinner.
When you think about the number of Jews in our community, it's like minimal, It's not like she's living in Brooklyn, New York. It's really hard for her. So when Becky told me she was going to try matchmakers, I said, why not? It narrows the field.
With the Jewish population in Australia at around only 100,000 people, Toby sees every match as a way to strengthen her community.
Who's there?
Hi, I'm Becky.
Hi, Becky. Come on in.
Thank you.
Please. How are you?
Toby's unique approach is to put her clients through an intense 2-hour interview to identify their deepest held values. Her system is careful and considered.
Tinder, dating apps and all that is so superficial. It's so unreal. It's like fantasy land. They press a button and they keep swiping until they find the perfect look. And who says beautiful on the outside is beautiful on the inside? And that's what the world is judging. It's ridiculous. Can we serve you a cup of water?
Thank you.
Okay.
To be successful, Toby tries to get beyond a superficial checklist and dig deeper into what's really important to them.
People have expectations and they judge. They look at a picture, nah, show me another one. As if, we're a catalog of toys, show me another one, another one, another one.
The process is confronting and revealing, but an essential element if Toby is going to find a good match.
One of the most interesting things that manifest from this interview is people discovering who they are. Suddenly they say, hey, I didn't know that much about myself. I never had the luxury of sitting down for 2 hours to discover what's really important to me and what I really need in my life. So, Becky, we're going to take you on this journey where we're going to explore what your fantasy is, and then we'll narrow it down, and you're going to end up with 5 deal breakers. Okay, so I need to know, Jewish-wise and religious-wise, to what degree would you like this person to be like traditional Friday night Shabbat dinner and that's it, or more than that, or less than that?
So I would describe myself as traditional, but not religious.
Right.
I keep kosher-ish.
So what does that mean?
I'll eat non-kosher meats, but I won't eat, as in like beef and chicken, but I've never eaten pork.
Okay.
But like if it was important to someone to have a kosher house, that's something I'd be open to if that was important.
You're open-minded about to accept.
Spouse.
Okay. Okay, good. I'm going to ask you if you're comfortable with closing your eyes for 60 seconds, like 1 minute, and I'm going to talk to you. And when you open your eyes, I'll ask you for your answer. Is that okay? But don't fall asleep on me. Okay.
Try not to.
Okay. The reason I ask the singles to close their eyes is to give them the space to concentrate and really think deep. I need to know what their most important quality they're looking for. That, to me, tells me everything. Becky, if God comes to you and says, I want to give you a gift of the most important value that you could wish for in a spouse, the father of your children, the man that you're going to wake up to every single day, what is that one quality you need more than anything else? You can open your eyes and tell me what came to your mind.
Partnership.
What does that mean to you?
That sometimes my needs need to come first, and that's okay, and sometimes their needs need to come first, and that's okay. And it's about sharing that, and that it's a true partnership, that you have that give and take.
Okay, so personality type. Does he have to have good self-confidence and good self-esteem? Is that like a deal breaker for you?
I think so. Like, I think at
so
least
doesn't sound like a deal breaker. When I do an interview with a single, usually they're not 100% certain what it is they're looking for. Responsible and dependable, is that a deal breaker?
Dependable.
Dependable. It's okay if he's irresponsible. That's why it's so important we gain clarity on what their core values are. Because when we date, it's a serious dating. It's not a dating for fun and see what happens.
Everyone can be irresponsible sometimes.
Wow, you're so forgiving. Does he have to be forgiving, by the way?
Yeah.
Is that a must?
Yeah.
Okay. We come out with 5 amazing, non-negotiable qualities that I must have in a spouse. And now I take that and I go, okay, let me see if I have somebody that suits the bill. So we got your 5 here.
Yeah.
Passionate, educated, hard worker, honest, and kind-hearted. Yeah?
Yeah.
With Becky's core values now honed, Toby will use these to guide her matches.
They come in with this fluffy, fantasy, romantic list of requirements that they believe they need to get, and I need to get it for them. By the time they walk out of the 2-hour interview, we've cut all the garbage out. They come up with the answers of the 5 most important core values that they really need in a spouse. It was great meeting you, Becky.
Nice to meet you too.
And I hope that Hashem will give me the idea really soon so we could get you under the chuppah and get you married. Meet the right guy.
Me too.
Becky's a sweetheart. She's got so many amazing qualities to her, like life, zest, energy, passion. But I would say 1 out of 20 couples that I sent out get engaged. 1 out of 20. That means 19 don't work. I take it very personal.
Back in Sydney, Jewish matchmaker Toby is ready to share how her traditional matchmaking search has been going.
Becky contacted me and said she would like to see me in person to share something with me. I've been trying to get a hold of her because I have an idea for her. Hi.
Toby, how are
Good to
you?
see you.
Nice to see you
How
too.
are you? So what's happening?
I've actually gone on a few dates with someone
Okay.
who it's gone well, and
A few means like...
2,
Oh, okay.
and
How'd you meet him? Like, where'd you
on one
find
of
him?
the apps.
You're kidding.
Yeah,
They
no.
worked. Dating apps and all this Tinder, that is why so many people are single today. They press a button and they keep swiping until they find the perfect look. 9 out of 10 are not what they look like.
I don't know where it's going, but I'm not the type of person that can handle more than one person at a time.
I would not recommend it.
And I'd like to see where it goes. And obviously, if it doesn't work out, I'll come back and
You'll
chat
be in
to you,
touch.
because I really have appreciated
So what you're saying is right now, we're not going to look at any ideas because you're involved with somebody else.
Yeah, it's only
At
very
some point.
recent, in the last kind of week. So
A week old?
that's why I didn't mention it
Okay,
earlier.
okay, I get you. The goal is to get people married. That's my goal. So let's hope for the best. We want matches made, and that's the most important thing. How much older is he?
He's actually younger than me,
How much?
2 years.
Okay, it's great. Who doesn't like younger?
If this doesn't work
You'll
out,
let
I'll
us
come
know.
right back.
Fantastic. And I hope this one works for you. I really
Me
do.
too.
Well, I'm going to see her. So if she finds happiness there, I'd be so happy for her.
Closing the door on Becky's search, Toby is able to concentrate her matchmaking skills on another of her singles, Karen.
I'm getting older. At times it's a hard feeling because going to all the high holiday dinners, functions, Friday night Shabbat dinners, you know, they're like, what, you're over 34 and you don't have children? Oy, oy, oy.
With her work life under control, Karen wants to shift her energy to finding her perfect match.
Hey, Toby.
Hi, Karen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
And I've got news for you.
Tell me.
I've got something to share with you. I put it out there, spoke to a rabbi in Brisbane. Remember I asked you to make a profile? Boy, that made the breakthrough. He called me immediately back and said, I've got a guy for you, and I think that your deal breakers match up.
Tell me.
His name is Aaron. Would you like to meet him?
Sure. Am I able to see what he looks like, or?
Up until about 20 years ago, nobody saw a photo, or especially with internet not being that available. So we went on trust, word of mouth. And you know what? So much better that way. Because today, everyone's looking at the photos and they're going, not my style. I could send you his picture so you can get to see what he looks like. But it's not him talking, it's just the picture, which I don't believe in so much.
Yeah, all right, we'll see. Thanks, Toby. Bye.
This is what I get. I don't feel anything. That's not for me. I go, how can you tell from a photo? How can you feel from a photo? It just like... So I just sent the 2 photos over to Karen, and I wrote his name, and I just sent it off to her. I am so excited. At this point, the suspense is killing. It's almost like I'm sending out my kids on a date, and I don't know how it's gonna turn out.
Okay. Do you know what? We're not going to judge a book by its cover. The idea in my mind is not what I, typically thought he would look like. Yeah, yeah.
After marriage, some strictly observant Jewish women, like Toby, cover their hair.
So I'm off to my daughter's. Her name's Miriam. She's got a wig company. She imports wigs from overseas, and I'm about to go into her to have my wig fixed up because it needs a little touch-up. She's really good with what she does.
Embracing this practice, Toby and her daughter both began wearing wigs at the point of marriage, a time when Jewish law considers a girl to have now become a woman.
So the reason that Orthodox Jewish women wear wigs, lots of Jewish women don't wear wigs, but it's the very religious ones that take on the commitment of covering the hair from when she's married.
I'm going to just fix the very much needed hairline. The wig is something that's very important, commitment, part of who you are.
It's an extension of oneself.
Yeah. Covering your hair is a big deal. And the idea is really just to keep your hair sacred for yourself, for your husband, for God. And that's it. And I think that wearing a wig represents that idea of, my service is between me and God. It's not a shameful activity. It's something that is celebrated and cherished, and women love it. They feel honored to do it. And it's not about hiding, it's about protecting. It's something that is so, so meaningful.
Putting on a wig after you're married is similar to a boy that turns bar mitzvah at 13. They're taking a huge leap into manhood, and wearing the wig and getting married is similar of a big step of, now becoming a woman and she's wearing a wig. Because you won't find single girls wearing a wig. So it's part of becoming a woman.
People say, why do you sell nice wigs? Like, aren't women supposed to wear wigs that are not so attractive, to be modest and like that? I don't know where that comes from, but the idea is not to be unattractive. The idea is, in fact, to be as attractive as you want to be, and be a woman in her power.
Preservation of culture is not easy. So observing these rituals is an important way for Toby and Miriam to signal their commitment to their faith.
If I go back 45 years ago when I was just married and I put on my first wig, I was elated. I was so excited. I couldn't wait. I bought 2 synthetic wigs, $45 each. But I was so excited to put them on. And then I had a long one, a fancy one for weddings. So I had 3. It was so exciting. It's very personal how people take to it. For me, it was exciting. Somebody else might say, where'd my hair go? It was so gorgeous. So, you know, it's very personal.
Toby's hoping one of her singles will enter her own rite of passage soon by setting up 42-year-old Karen on a first date.
Motorbike as well.
I'm so positive it's going to be good. I'm usually celebrating back at home, and yay, I got a couple. I call it live. I've got a live one out tonight.
Having a family is high on the list of Jewish values. So matching women in their 40s like Karen can be a bit more of a challenge. But Toby's had a breakthrough. She's found the perfect match. 43-year-old Aaron, a vintage car restorer who's flown in from Brisbane to meet her.
Hard-hitting questions first. You've told me about food. What are you interested in? What ticks the boxes for you? What do you like to do for fun?
We could match everything on paper, but when it comes to chemistry and attraction, that's a key in dating. If there ain't any and it's all just good on paper, goodbye, Charlie.
So I cycle a lot.
Okay.
I swim a lot.
Yeah.
I have a motorbike as well.
Really?
So I ride. Well, now it's a scooter.
I'm scared of them.
Oh.
Yeah. But, oh, well, it's nice to know a little bit more.
Perhaps not quite the start any of them were hoping for. But maybe an icebreaker can loosen things up.
You're going to win. Well done. Was that 3?
True.
Whoa. You're going to destroy me.
Oh, so close.
This first date is a chance for Karen and Aaron to discover just how compatible their Jewish practice is, a key component to a successful match.
Yay! Okay, so I think that makes you 2 better than me.
They start with how often they observe the ritual of fasting.
So I don't fast as much as I used to because a few years ago now, I had a mini gastric bypass. And one of the things it means is that you can't eat as much as you used to, or in particular, like take on the water. So I've got to be really, really careful now. So it's more a medical reason than a religious one.
So did it help?
Yeah, I lost 50 kilos, and it was like it's actually a fairly difficult thing to do, and particularly scary. But
Good job.
I'm very pleased I did it.
So how did you find this whole process with
Weird.
Toby?
I mean, how else would I have met you?
True.
You know, it couldn't have happened. So that I'm grateful for.
Oh, it's finished.
Oh, that was quick.
Super quick.
Proves I can't count to 18. Yeah, look, I'd be happy to see Karen again. You know, I had fun. An ambulance wasn't called. There was no blood. I mean, it was a good day.
I should probably head off soon.
Yeah.
But thank you.
What do people do from here? Because this hasn't been terrible. Is that enough information? Is that too little information? But
It hasn't been terrible, but I mean, I don't know for you, but I haven't found anything, so...
I don't know if you can with a game of golf. So
yeah,
let's talk to Toby.
Sure.
See what happens.
Yeah.
And, you know, take it from there.
Yeah, that's fine. I won't be going on a second date. There was definitely no spark of any kind.
Always optimistic, Toby's role is to help facilitate the second date, even if the first date wasn't a hit.
So in terms of your workload, do you work every day?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
For Toby, the world of modern Jewish matchmaking can be very frustrating.
What's for lunch today?
Your favorite grilled cheese.
No, how was your day so far?
Great. I'm just really having some challenging moments.
That's when she leans on her husband, Rabbi Leader, for support.
Every single person asks me for a profile, for a picture, for a video, for something. They're quick to judge. You know, they think it's like a supermarket, like, yeah, show me the next one.
So,
I say, nope, I'm not going to show it to you. Just talk to her on the phone. Like, they don't do that today. Did you see a picture of me?
if I would have seen a picture of you, I would have the first day proposed.
I did not see a photo of my husband before I went out with him. I was 20 years old. My father said it's time to get married. He called up the only one matchmaker in our town where we lived, and he said, Rabbi, do you have somebody for my beautiful daughter, Toby? And he said, actually, I just got a phone call from a guy called Yankel, my husband, and sure enough, both of us said, fine, we like what we hear, let's go. And he took me out on a couple dates. We're together for 45 years. We've got 14 children, thank God, and 38 grandchildren so far. And he's the biggest blessing that ever happened to me.
Once you know the person from the inside, how beautiful they are, the outside is just a cover.
How do you convince others to give it that chance?
And the reason why you're so special and why you make so many shidduchim is because you don't settle.
The advantage of matchmaker is that they help facilitate all the little emotional nuances in the middle of meeting and dating. And you can't really go back to that person and say, well, I'm not sure if I like you that much. Instead, they'll tell the matchmaker their feelings and thoughts, and the matchmaker will guide them and say, try one more time.
You got it?
Our grilled cheese is ready.
Toby is ready to find out how her latest shidduch, the Hebrew word for match, between Karen and Aaron went.
Hi.
Karen, good to see you and your beautiful blue eyes. How was everything?
Yeah.
Like pleasant, meaning, you know, it was fine. It wasn't bad.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So he said to me that I think it was a great experience, and I'd love to see her again.
Unfortunately, no. No.
Okay.
I don't. I actually, as much as he was lovely, there was no connection. We actually had nothing in common. Everything was opposite. He's not active. He doesn't travel. He's not so much a foodie. There was really nothing. I could see why you set us up. Like, he's a lovely person. But for me, I just, there was nothing for me to
explore more. Okay. Okay, I hear you. He's not her cup of tea. Just it boils down to chemistry and attraction that you cannot order. You could only do so much. Listen, we'll keep going, Karen. You need somebody with a bit more life, energy.
And potentially someone with blue eyes.
Oh, my gosh. You want kids with blue eyes. Okay, we'll do that for you. We'll put the order in. Okay, I'm going to look for that now. Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank
Bye.
you, thank you. You can't convince Karen to change her mind. O2X. I just have to find a match for both of them.
Experienced in first date fails, Toby moves on quickly to a new strategy.
You know what? I might have somebody for Aaron. A very, very, very nice lady, a sweetheart. I think it'll be perfect.
Bingo. We're going to call you now.
I promise you, it's really God giving me the ideas.
Oh, hallelujah.
I mean, you can call it whatever you want, intuition, gut feeling, a gift, a talent, but I know that God is giving me that thought, and he says, it's time for those two to get together. Let's go, Toby, you do it.
Still to hear Toby's plan is Aaron.
Hi, Aaron. How are you?
Hi, Toby.
What I wanted to call you is to give you feedback of my conversation with Karen. Okay.
I am 100% yours.
Excellent. I need you to be 100% somebody else's, but all right. Now, so let me tell you what Karen said. She said to me, listen, number one, he's a lovely guy. You impressed her as being a real decent guy. The only but that she put in is that not for me. I'm looking for somebody with way more energy, way more fire, way more life that will go out at night and dance and fly and travel and, you know, just do exciting things like ride bicycles on the beach. And she just wants somebody with a lot more life and energy and high energy than a more quieter, subtle, you know, rather stay at home, read a book or watch a movie kind of guy.
Sure.
We're going to find you somebody more on your energy level. As a matter of fact, I actually interviewed somebody yesterday, a lady, and she's more like your type, more subtle, not such, you know, so much high energy going and all that Karen wanted. She's more, you know, stable, more relaxed, you know, more chilled nature. So that's one idea that popped into my head today. Are we open to the possibility?
I'm open to all possibilities.
I think the reason that matchmaking works is because this tradition has been carried on for thousands of years. And when something is so long-lasting, there must be something authentic going on, something real, something genuine that's working. Otherwise, it would have fallen apart a long time ago.
30-year-old Becky has sought out Jewish matchmaker Toby to help her find a husband. She also continued to use dating apps and saw someone for a couple of weeks. It didn't work out, so now she's called Toby again for help.
She explained to me her situation. She met somebody only twice. She's on a third date. And she would come back to me and say, come on, Toby, can you help me, please? And I'm more than happy to, because the goal is to get people married. That's my goal.
Toby has found a new single from her extensive database and thinks she might be onto something.
I think Ronald will do the trick. Like, really, it'll work, because there's something about both of them. You know, they're like old school, traditional, good old-fashioned values. When I looked at their deal breakers, I said, yeah, I think we got something happening. I'm really excited. They got a date.
I've heard the expression, love at first sight. I don't think it's happened to me. So when it comes to previous relationships, I've had 2 relationships in the past. But this is a very new experience to me. I've never gone through a matchmaker and I've never gone on a blind date. I've tried online dating and, you know, and all the usual ways of meeting someone, and I have a lot of trust that the matchmaker will find someone for me who's the right person, and I can get married.
I think everyone wants to have someone to spend the rest of their life with. Yeah, any help I can get, I'll take.
When I go on dates, I do get quite nervous and thinking about whether you'll have a good connection, whether you share the same interests, whether you'll have things to talk about. It can be very nerve-wracking, but I always try to just be myself and just try having fun.
Hoping to keep the date light, Ronald has asked Becky to meet him at a nearby park.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Ash.
Don't worry, it's my first experience like this as well. Such a nice day, though.
It was a very nice day. Did you grow up in Bellevue Hill?
So I was born in Israel, and I've been in Sydney for 15 years.
Where did you grow up? Like, where in Israel did you grow up?
But I grew up in Ramat Gan.
Okay, that's Tel Aviv, isn't it? Yeah. I love the old city and the shul.
I love it too. It's very, very spiritual.
Yes. So what do you do?
So I work in insurance. I normally bore people when I start talking about insurance.
I bore people when I talk about work, don't worry.
And what about you?
I'm a pediatric doctor.
It's pretty cool. I feel like it would take a lot of patience to do a job like that. I don't know if I'll have enough patience.
kids are just funny. And I also like interacting with kids, so it just makes it fun, I think. Do you have any plans, plans to go on more trips this year?
I really want to go to Israel to visit my grandmother and then go to a few places in Europe.
Yeah.
What about you?
One of my friends is getting married in Singapore in October.
Oh, wow.
Matchmaker Toby aligned Becky and Ronald's core values. However, there's one unexpected but important deal breaker she didn't discuss with them.
Oh,
There we go.
Hi. Are you a dog person?
I like cats and dogs. Which one's a weird dog? My parents have a really cute ragdoll cat.
I mean, my mum has 2 dogs, which she treats like children. So I'm going to puppy sit for 2 weeks. So it's like a test run to see if I can do it.
It's a good idea, actually. Maybe I should dog sit for someone.
It's like dogs are just always so happy to see you, and cats sometimes don't really
It's a
care.
thing, like, cuter, but dogs are so much more affectionate.
Yeah, cats don't really care about you.
I feel like a dog would make me get out of the house more. I'm not a morning person. I feel like it would force me to wake up earlier. Get some exercise in before work.
Yeah. I like him. Do you like him? I have to go to work soon.
All right, you're working today.
Yeah. So, very nice to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you.
Finally I only kind of knew your name. So it's nice to
Same.
put a face to a name.
Pop it didn't feel too awkward.
You never know where your perfect match is going to come from. Every avenue is a possibility, and, Toby's one of those avenues. So.
I think I do feel like there is a bit of a connection, and I would like to get to know her more on a deeper level.
We can never, ever judge on a first date. People are quick to close off a deal, and I have to encourage them, try another one. Please give it a second shot. I found, and I know, that some couples that have gone out on the second or third date, everything changes. Getting married is one of the greatest commandments, to get married and have family. The Jewish belief is that there's got to be core values that are in sync with each other, that we totally get to know each other by talking about the important stuff in life.
In Bondi, Jewish matchmaker Toby has devised a plan that she believes will help 2 newly dating singles discover if they are a match.
Becky, my secret, it's called a dating game. And it's 200 questions you throw into a little gift bag and you pull it out randomly. They're like icebreakers. It's asking lots of questions that you normally couldn't ask to the face by yourself. And that breaks a lot of the tension and allows them to go maybe on another date, yeah.
For Toby, the second date is more important than the first. It is the crucial step that couples like Becky and Ronald need to take to uncover each other's core values.
How are you? It's so good to see you.
So good to see you too.
Thank you. Well,
having broken the ice on a casual first date, they're about to go on a much more serious date number 2.
So, how did your first date go for you?
I think it went really well, and I think I would definitely like to get to know her better.
It'll take all the time that it needs, but that's really good.
Have you been looking forward to seeing her again?
I have been. I feel like she's a very interesting person, very easygoing, very, very intelligent, and it's very interesting to talk to her, and I would like to get to know her more.
Just one tip that I tell everybody by the second date, if it's possible, to consider letting go, just being vulnerable, and take the chance to jump into the water, to swim, and share. The dating game is going to give you an opportunity to open up.
You mentioned there's 200 questions. We'll be here all night.
I know, exactly. Go as long as you can. When it's comfortable, take a break.
These 200 questions focus on personality, family, religious, and moral values.
Okay, come.
All right.
For Toby, the alignment of these elements is essential for a successful marriage.
It took me a year to create because I perfected it. All you do is go random and you say, okay, your turn first. She reads them. Whatever you read, you answer. So don't just give answers according to the question, but go further, like share. So she sees who you really are.
I will do my best.
And you'll enjoy your date together. This is very exciting.
Yeah.
You'll have a lot of fun. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
I think it's going to be good fun. Going to be very, very open-minded and, I guess, try to be vulnerable. I think it'll be a really great way for us to get to know each other.
It's so intense and so brain-picking, and it makes them think deep. Everyone that I do it with say to me, wow, I never thought about these things before. So it's a great guide to help you realize what's really important, what's worth fighting for.
Toby has successfully matched over 100 Jewish singles, and she knows that the process works best when a couple digs deep early on their core values.
I'm not one of those people that after one day it's like, oh, I'm in love. Like, I think it takes me a while. Hello.
Hi, Becky. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Very good.
I'm looking forward to tonight.
I hope you like Israeli. It does.
I'm hoping with Toby's game that I get just, I guess, a better idea of who he is as a person.
I'm starting with my favorite hummus.
Hummus? Did you make it?
Oh, yeah. I made that.
Toby's dating game might allow Becky to uncover the most important quality she's looking for.
Becky, what is that one quality you need more than anything else?
Partnership.
Are you excited to play the game?
I'm nervous. Just so many. All right.
There's 200 questions in there.
200? Gee,
Apparently.
okay, this doesn't look like this. How do you express your anger when something upsets you?
Oh, you don't want to know that question? No, I'm just kidding. What is your pet peeve?
Loud chewing. You're not allowed to chew it, don't worry.
No, I'm going to be careful tonight. What emotion do you experience most in life?
Fatigue. Who were you closer to growing up, mum or dad?
Good question. I was probably going to say my grandmother, actually.
Oh, yeah?
She's 87 years old now. She's on Facebook all the time and likes fighting for the right cause, and it's pretty funny.
That's really nice. That was a good question for you, then.
I got carried away with it.
No, that's the point of the question. Just gonna take another handful. How do you define the roles of a husband and a wife in a marriage?
The honest answer for me is I'm actually not very traditional when it comes to defining husband and wife roles. I don't really believe in the wife, like staying at home all the time and not pursuing a career. It should be an equal relationship. I think it has to be an equal partnership.
Your turn.
Enjoying the game so far?
I haven't decided yet.
Fair enough. Oh, I like this question. How would others describe you?
I think very passionate. A little bit weird. Quirky. Someone called me quirky the other day. Is that enough?
I like that. I like olives.
Each question has been carefully considered to allow for ease of conversation as well as personal discovery.
What is the biggest change you want to see happen in your life?
I'm quite reserved sometimes, and I really want to get out of my shell and really be a bit more extroverted.
It's a good one.
I guess I'm being very vulnerable right now, but
The whole point is to be vulnerable. That's what Toby told me.
She told me that, but it's good advice.
But for lasting love, Toby believes it is vital the couples are aligned on deeper cultural and religious beliefs.
Do you believe in miracles? It says, describe a miracle you have personally witnessed.
I don't think I do.
Really?
No.
You've never witnessed anything that you would consider to be a miracle? Or anything very unexpected?
I mean, I think they're always unexpected things, but I don't necessarily like, I think miracle kind of denotes that something mystic has to do with it. And I think, you know,
Fair enough.
sometimes it's just luck.
Good questions. Hope you enjoyed the game as much as I did.
I think it helped like get to know you better. I had a really lovely time.
Me too.
Thanks for dinner.
You're welcome. Should I walk you out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I think it went well. He seems really nice. I'm just not entirely sure where our personalities match perfectly. I'll give you a hug.
Yeah.
Nice.
You too.
Bye.
I think it went well. It was great to get to know Becky more. Definitely learn a lot more about her personality and then what her values are and what kind of things she really values, what she believes in. I'm grateful that I was able to be vulnerable and open up. So I think I would like to reach out to her and then go out again. I think it went well.
Could tell he was really nervous, which is actually quite cute, to be honest. I really liked what he said about, you know, husband and wife being a partnership.
Hi, Becky. How
Hi,
are you?
Toby.
Tell me, how'd it go?
I'm certainly not ruling it out. I just think, I think it's something I need to go home and really think about. Like it's not a straight out.
Just make it black. Yeah, it's not a black and white
No,
answer.
it's definitely not a black and white answer because he's very nice and he's like he you know meets a lot of my deal breakers, but I think I need to think about date number 3.
Most people say, I don't know. Okay, fine, I'll go out again. I always say, you have 100 dates to go. So every date you come back, I go, okay, you're up to 99, up to 98, and then 96 more dates to go. Singles need to know in their head that they have all the time in the world, and that they could date as long as they need to.
Whilst Toby's questions allowed the couple to get to know each other better, it also led to them deciding they would no longer date.
I don't get heartbroken if things don't work out. You know why? Because God, Hashem is my partner. Like, he's the judge at the end. So if something doesn't work, that's meant to be. That was already prearranged by God. So I don't get disappointed. If it doesn't work, we move on.
Jewish matchmaker Toby faces a broad range of singles to match each week.
This guy, somebody Googled him up and found out that he was in jail. So I got really stuck on that one. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, he still has to get married. I feel bad for him. But anyway.
Focusing on the singles she can help, Toby's found a new date for 43-year-old Aaron. And this time she wants Aaron to change his approach.
I'm going to take it on my mission to encourage him to keep dating until he can't. Keep dating, keep dating, keep dating until you can't. He'll know it when he can't anymore. But give it all you got.
It's good to be getting back on the scene. The last date wasn't a match. It's a lovely day.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this. Meeting new people. It's exciting.
After the unsuccessful first date with Karen, Aaron is taking on board Toby's advice, hopeful that his next new date will be a keeper.
My name's Elise. I'm from Melbourne. I'm not being married. I don't have kids. Definitely something I want. But unfortunately, no one's been the exact person for me yet. And yeah, hopefully I'll find my match some point soon because I'm a little bit sick of waiting.
Hello. I'm Aaron. Good to meet you.
I'm Elise. Are you a hugger?
I can hug. Good to meet you.
You too.
Thank you for breaking the ice.
I think I'm good at meeting people. Yeah, I like to talk, so let's see. Mine is probably going to be a lump of clay by the end of it.
Let's see who gets something on the wall first.
I'll beat you to it.
All right, so come down to the bottom here, and we're going to be popping you on these wheels.
I'm willing to leave so much of this in the hand of others. I haven't been all that successful by myself. I'm not unhappy, but meeting the one, look, I think everyone wants that.
Good shot.
Oh, not bad. Very
not
good. When you're ready, water onto your clay.
What do you usually do for first date?
Not this. Actually, this is a really good idea. I like this.
I'm glad. I wasn't sure what to suggest, but...
Oh, is this your fault?
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Yeah. Thank you. So what do you do?
I am a mechanic by trade.
Oh, right, yeah.
Got my own workshop and it's fun.
That's really cool.
So how about you? What do you do?
Currently am in recruitment. I used to be in travel. I was a tour guide.
Okay.
But then this thing called COVID happened and it, ruined lives. So do you travel much?
I haven't done it. Yes and no. I go to Hong Kong to buy cars and, oh, this is bad, and parts.
How many times have you been then?
20, 30.
Oh, wow.
Little.
Yours looks way better than mine. Oh, no. I killed my clay. I love travel. That's in my soul. I think he likes exploring new places too. So I don't know. My favourite place would be Florence. The art is amazing. Not that I'm really that artistic.
I'm very artistic.
I can tell. I can tell.
Yeah.
I can tell. It's better than
It's actually awful. Look at it.
It's not.
Look at it.
It's... Okay. Look.
And it's actually leaning.
It's not the most beautiful thing. His ceramic capability is not fantastic, but he tried and that made me laugh. I mean, look, from this angle, it's, you got to throw yourselves into these things, right? So cool. Go in or go home. I hope he found me fun to be around. I'd like to see him again for sure. That was total fluke. That was fun.
Thank you very
so
much.
Very well.
It was casual, it was fun. I got to know a little bit about Elise and hopefully in the future I'll learn a bit more. So, look, only time will tell.
So, how long are you in for?
I mean, I'm in Melbourne for a little while. Let's have a coffee.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Cool. Sounds fun. All right.
Let's go. To Vans.
I had a relative of mine, a true story. Went out with a girl, he came back and said, absolutely not my type. Not one thing ticks the box. I don't want to see her again. And the person that set them up said, I beg you, she's really just nervous. One more date. So he did it, and guess what? Today, they're grandparents of like 100 grandchildren. All these years, I used that example to try to convince people to try a second date, because you never know. It could open up a chance, a door of getting to know somebody that could have not been seen on the first date. Leia, oh my gosh, Mr. Snippet.
Tonight, the matchmakers, known as shadchans, are gathering for another shidduch meeting, the system of matchmaking where Jewish singles are paired together for the purpose of marriage.
Okay, let us begin. Can I update? About 9 months ago, Shderny picks up a profile and says, does anybody have somebody? I make a phone call to both sides. They both agree, and guess what? They're dating for 9 months now. And I'm waiting for an engagement.
Wow, that's amazing.
You asked me the power of women coming together and making things happen, and Hashem is here with us. The whole matchmaking is miraculous. It's about continuity. It's about bringing two souls together. What could be greater than that? Creating generations. There's no greater feeling, really.
Has anyone spoken to Aaron?
Aaron is still dating Elise. I recommend him. Keep dating, keep dating, keep dating.
We say l'chaim,
for the future engagements. L'chaim.
I've been very successful. I've made over 100 matches over many years. And the reason that it works is because they've gone straight to the fundamental core values in the whole dating process. It wasn't just fluffy dating and having fun. It's real stuff. To be a matchmaker and to be able to bring those two souls together where they find their soulmate is twofold. The greatest feeling of satisfaction in the world, plus the bonus of it being a great mitzvah, a great deed, according to the Jewish tradition.